Thank you, Mark, and hello from London, and a happy new year, everyone. You know, I wasn't expecting to see many technical patterns to have formed over last week. As for a lot of people, it was a 4-day working, but it was really a half holiday working week, and some only had 3 working days at that. Yet in that time, some markets managed to make extraordinary technical patterns. So let's look at them. For most of the currencies, it was mainly those known for not usually celebrating Christmas that had the patterns, with weekly key reversals down in US dollar Indonesian rupiah, US dollar Turkish lira, and the US dollar Taiwan dollar. However, we also did have a weekly key reversal up in US dollar Colombian peso, and in the cross of the euro against the Polish zloty as well. In the commodities, we had weekly key reversal down in ICE EUA carbon futures, the second within the last 3 weeks. The first trading day of this week has seen a pullback up, but yesterday's prices turned bearish again, and this has followed through today with the lowest low since late November last year, and a break below the declining medium moving average, currently at 80.28, which had held up prices last week, though this break hasn't been fully exploited as yet. We also had a weekly key reversal down in the Brent gas oil spread in London, offsetting a weekly key reversal up from 6 weeks ago that never really delivered. After a high start this week, prices have turned lower there again, moving below last week's low at this time. Then comes perhaps the most extraordinary one, and for more than one reason. It is the weekly key reversal down in London coffee futures. This one happened in only 3 days of trading last week, with prices pushing and closing below the following: the long moving average, currently 1865, the 50% Fibonacci line of the October 2020 to December 2021 move at 1812, and breaching but not closing below the October 2018 high at 1792. This last one proved to be too much for the market, much as it did in November when it was previously tested and breached on some occasions, a total of 6 times. Yet in all that time, it only managed back then to close on the October 2018 high just the once and never below it. The same has happened this week with a strong reversal back up on Tuesday and a smaller but gapping move higher today that altogether created a pipe bottom over the year end. We will not have an immediate countering weekly key reversal up this week, in case that was what you're thinking. Not this week, and not with these numbers. I suppose in hindsight, not seeing a similar pattern in the New York coffee futures at the same time was an indicator this was one not on firm footings. Let's now look at the monthly key reversals seen in December, and in the currencies there were only 2. A monthly key reversal up in euro against the sterling, and a monthly key reversal down in euro against the Hungarian forint. This last one was an interesting choice, as we have had 2 weekly key reversals down in recent times, the last one providing the core of the monthly key reversal down we saw in December. Indeed, the only reason we did not see the market head even lower was the supportive influence of the slowly rising long moving average, currently 398.97, seen over the last 2 weeks or so. However, 2 things are happening this week that are seemingly as a direct result of that monthly key reversal down. Firstly, today prices have punched down through the long moving average and are set to close below it. Secondly, and related to this, is the action this week so far, which looks like it will create another weekly key reversal down this very week. If we close below 397.5 on Friday, then we're beyond. Anything above that and between 399 up to 399.35 and would have a lesser outside week. In the stock markets, we had a monthly key reversal down in the NASDAQ 100 last week, though not in any other domestic US or international stock indexes or stock index futures. In fixed income, we had a monthly key reversal down in German Bund futures, and likewise not seen anywhere else. This week, we've not seen a follow-on lower to either the NASDAQ 100 or the German Bund futures, and interestingly, In the latter, we've seen a strong reaction back up. This leads me to the commodities, and we had a consistent series of monthly key reversals down in 3 related commodities. We had a monthly key reversal down in ICE Dutch TTF gas baseload futures, in EEX German power base month futures, in ICE UK NBP NatGas futures. All 3 have had almost immediate follow-on lower actions, some doing more catching up than others, and some, as in the case of the UK NatGas contract, breaching and breaking some important supports in the process. There was only one other interesting monthly key reversal. As for the TikTok generation, there was an immediate countering monthly key reversal down in December in AMC stock. This after November's monthly key reversal up. It looks like there may be further moves lower right now after this action seen in December, I'm afraid. Finally, after all these weekly and monthly key reversals, it's time to look at the even longer term action and see what the annual key reversals for 2022 produced. In the currencies, we had only 3 currency pairs that had annual key reversals. There were annual key reversals up in Euro Yen and US Dollar Chinese Yuan, the onshore spot currency pair. There was also a somewhat counterintuitive annual key reversal down in US dollar against the Russian ruble. There was no annual key reversals in the financials, but we did have some annual key reversals in the commodities. We had annual key reversals up for 2022 in New York cocoa futures, though not in the London contract, and also in LME 3-month lead. We had only one annual key reversal down, and that was in spot gold. Now, I detail spot gold and many other annual market summaries, and not just covering key reversals, in my YouTube video reviews of 2022 long-term charts, which I will publish during this week and the start of next week, so watch out for those. As always, I'm happy to share my videos, various charts, and answer any questions for anyone who wishes to contact me. With that, I'll finish this section from London. I hope you found these comments useful. Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Topic and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final important bit.